Всем привет, вы на канале Today Gaming, и мы продолжаем прохождение Dragon Age 2. Так, что там у нас по заданиям? Давай сначала поможем, наверное, Авелине до конца уж. Так, сейчас. Верхний город. Черный магазин. Вот это. Такой стрим на ночь глядя.
Do you ever wish you lived in Orzammar?
Great ancestors, no. You know what Orzammar is? It's cramped tunnels filled with nug shit and body odor. And every person there thinks he's better than you because his great-great-great-grandfather made a water clock or something.
But they're your people. Don't you even wonder what it would be like?
I have a good imagination. Why would I waste it on that?
Квартал красных фонарей.
What?
Interesting place.
Let's not stay here for long.
Madame Lucine runs the place for Harlan. Or with him. Or on him. It's a coterie thing.
Понятненько. Короче, бордель. Сейчас сначала посмотрим, что тут есть. О, руна молнии. Звуки секса тут еще постоянные. Ой, Гамлин здесь, смотрите. Левел ап, что ли? Да ладно. Какая она страшная. Так, ловкость. Так, в любом из режимов сила, точность или скорость разбойник получает дополнительный бонус от двух других режимов. Неплохо. Так, ладно, давай с мадамой это сначала поговорим. Ага. Наемники, которые красные, кто-то там. Да и он не сможет, наверное.
You want me to do what? I don't think so.
I can't do that.
А ты? Тоже не можешь.
That's not really my thing.
I think I found something of yours.
I had never thought to see this again. Thank you.
Да не за что.
I've got your usual ready and waiting.
Понятно.
Many thanks, Madame Z.
My mum.
О,
Ferelden, are you? We are not a charitable organisation, Syrah. If you cannot pay, you will have to take your lonely self elsewhere. Is that clear? 2 sovereigns for premium service, 1 sovereign for standard service. 50 silver and someone may touch you. Briefly.
да нет,
I'm
пока,
not
наверное.
interested.
Of course you aren't. Poverty had nothing to do with your decision, I'm sure.
Угу.
Welcome to the
Ясно.
blooming rose. Personally, I wouldn't say it's blooming precisely.
А, все, это понятно, это женщины легкого поведения. В Нижний город, да, наверное?
Avert your eyes for a door.
Давай он в клоаку зайдем. Здесь квестов полно. Опа, здрасте. Ничего себе.
Don't like dark tan? Die and make room.
Окей.
Nothing worth scavenging today.
Tom Wise?
Huh? Oh, Hawk. Haven't seen you since we did that job together for Athenra. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the deep roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
Я справлюсь.
I fought Darkspawn before.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? Athenril's scarce these days. And the coterie have their own mixers. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know.
Окей.
In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality. Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right?
Угу. Но у меня нету ресурсов. X.
Take what I like. That's what I say.
Вот он высоко вообще. Город такой, прям на горе.
This is yours, if I'm not mistaken.
Don't wave that around. I mean, thank you.
Да не за что.
That's perfectly normal.
Так, мне наоборот туда.
And that's how we like it.
Not going to happen.
I think this is the cellar door. Let's go in and see why Gamlin lied.
А, точно. В дом попасть. Пу-пу-пу. Если это погреб нашего дома, то это, конечно, жесть. Плохо.
The Amel crest. Mother described it, but this is the first time I've seen it. Wouldn't it feel like something to live in a house with this above the door?
Изи.
Made it.
Someone's left a surprise here for us.
Так, во-первых, а он сразу всех обезвредит, нет? Да, все. Так себе урон у Бьянки на самом деле. Так, сундук простой, он сможет открыть. Капец, вот это имение, конечно, маленькое в кавычках.
That's the vault. Everything we want to know about our family is inside. This is it. Grandfather's will. Mother needs to see this as soon as possible.
Подожди.
I still want to look around.
All right, but hurry.
Так, она у нас апнула, да? А, нет, нифига. А, это выход. Ясно. Так, идем продадим всякую
Maybe I
херь.
should put you to use, Farrick. Have you penned some warnings for the lawless?
Who's that for? Are most criminals big readers? Seems like pacifying the nobles.
Pictures, then. It was just a suggestion.
Так, сначала мусор. Да? О, отлично.
Well, how about a giant sign that just says don't? You could hit people with it.
Thank you.
О, руны
I
можно
get the
заказать.
point.
Но у меня нет ни хера. Так, а что за черный магазин? А, это онлайновый, по-моему, какой-то, да?
Thaddeus, stand straight. Places, everyone.
Привет, Нова. Кинутые доспехи.
To the black. Emporium.
Так, это я все сложу потом. Понял. Нет, не надо.
The prizes of my collection.
А с ним вообще говорить не могу.
Lost to socks. You can never have enough socks.
Понятно, короче, тут нечего делать вообще. Так. Что там? Ловкость. Магия вообще. Так, что-то да. В дом.
So I'm just saying, blood's blood and all, but you are taking advantage of my hospitality. It's only fair if you make something of a
А, вот так еще, да?
contribution.
Да пошел ты в жопу.
You sold my children into servitude. Now you're asking me to pay rent?
Maybe just put something towards food.
We found the will.
He forgave you, Mother. Grandfather left you everything. Here, read it.
I should maybe...
To my daughter Leandra, and all children born of her, the estate in Hightown and all associated revenues.
Что дальше?
Check out the part where Gamlen is left only a stipend, to be controlled by you.
Gamlen, how could you?
You're the one who ran away, Leandra. What happened to love is so much more important than money.
It is!
You didn't even come home for the funeral.
The twins were a week old.
We all have our burdens. Mine was looking after a life you abandoned. How long was I supposed to wait?
Ну ты вообще сколько будешь ждал?
I doubt you let the ashes get cold.
I took care of
Это он ублюдок, да.
I stayed. And on his deathbed, all he could talk about was Leandra. Look, sister, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done it, but I did. And there's nothing I can do to get it back.
I don't expect that, Gamlen. It's enough to know Mother and Father didn't die angry. I'll petition the Viscount for rights to reclaim the estate. Make a willing, you'll have your house back within weeks.
You don't have the coin or standing to even get an audience with the Viscount. You've got to be someone in this city to live in that house again.
Then I had better get started.
Блять, ублюдок, а какой? Так, там, по-моему, вот хранилище мне нужно. А, у меня есть какие-то руны даже. А как руны одеть? А, это мне к этому нужно идти. Точно. Ну, есть такое, да. Есть такое.
Why don't you go pick up something at the market? You could use some air.
What? Hey!
I can't believe Gamlen stole
У него с
Mother's
руками
entire
ужас вообще.
inheritance. I mean, I can believe it. That's the worst part. I would never turn against you.
You're a better person than Gamlen could ever be.
Well, hopefully we'll be out of here soon. You know, when we went to look for that will, I thought we were doing it for Mother, for what she lost. I didn't realize how much it would mean to me. To know I had grandparents who didn't hate me.
I wish they had lived long enough to see us come home.
Home. That's what it is, isn't it? I like saying that. We're not running away again. We're coming home.
Are you unhappy here?
I wish I could do more for Mother. Carver's death. It's killing her slowly every day. But maybe if we can reclaim some of what she lost, it will help. I'd do anything to get us back a normal life.
Why
Ну,
did Mother and
неплохая,
Father
да,
work
она.
so hard
Чисто
to
как
keep you from the
персонаж.
circle? Would it have been so bad?
I guess at first, I was just a little girl. They didn't want to lose me. And once I had learned anything, what would the Templars do to an active apostate, not just a mage's blood child? It changed their lives, your life, Carver's, all because of who I am. Sometimes I wonder if it would have been so bad to be with my own kind, to serve the Chantry as Andraste demands.
Так, что там еще было?
What do you think Carver would have made of all this?
He would have hated this place. All the sneering nobles. He'd have gotten himself arrested the first day. And he would have wanted in on your Deep Roads expedition. Anything to make a name for himself. Sometimes I still can't believe he's gone.
Can you imagine if we'd grown up here? Been nobility?
Had grandparents who bought me Orlesian silk dresses and gave you the family broadsword. Father was a good man, but Mother gave up so much for him. Of course, if she hadn't worked up the nerve to elope, she probably wouldn't have been able to resist the Templars either. If we'd been born here, you'd be nothing more to me than a name the Circle kept in my file.
Ну это да. Так, все.
We are going to make this our home, Bethany. I promise you.
I hope so, brother. I'm so very tired of running.
Все, мы скоро станем аристократами, все у нас будет чики-брики. Так, что, она еще хочет поговорить?
I found this when we were at the estate. I thought you should have it.
Is it? I think this is Mother's betrothal portrait from when she was supposed to marry the Comte. Look! You can see the ring.
You like it?
I love it. My whole life, Mother's always been so sad and worried. All because of my cursed magic. I always wished there was some way to take that burden off her. It's nice to have a reminder of a time when she still knew how to smile.
Ипс. Это у нас квест. Так, 40 урона, охереть. А, блин, это огромный меч, да, такой? А, нет. Так, теперь у нас, по-моему, как раз таки главный квест. Вроде как. С эльфом там каким-то поговорить вроде надо.
So, a Lady Sunshine, what's your first act as a noblewoman going to be?
A noblewoman with no fortune and no title. Looking for work, probably.
Practicality is for peasants, milady. You need to do something frivolous to celebrate your birthright.
Such a...
Will everyone please just step back? My mother's in labor. The baby's come early.
1 злотый.
I'll send word to the heap.
О. Отлично.
If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
Я могу помочь?
Is there a way I can assist these people?
If you've coin to spare, we won't turn it down.
Окей, я уже
Donations go in the
положил.
box up front. Anything else?
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of slew the Archdemon to save us all. Fat lot they care here. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
Who are you protecting?
You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
Ну, я как бы не храмовник.
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches?
We would never turn someone over to the Templars, mistress. Never.
He doesn't want to be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
Your healer is in no danger from me.
If this mage is an apostate, the Templars will find him.
No mage should suffer for an accident of birth.
I suppose it isn't my secret to keep. Anders has certainly been free enough with his services. Refugees in Darktown know to find the healer, look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
Okay.
I haven't eaten all day.
Окей. Плавать, короче.
There will be food and medicine for all kids to...
Hey, we heard you in there asking about the healer.
И чё?
We know what happens to mages in this town, and it ain't gonna happen to him.
Look, we're Ferelden's just trying to keep out of the Templars' sight, same as you.
Ferelden? But you're clothes. I figured you for a Kirkwaller, sorry. Make her bless the rule of our Queen Honora.
Вот и все порешали. Хотели меня напугать, но я не испугливых. Здесь выход. Не надо это, выносливость прокачать. Всего 100 хп.
Being a guardsman seems like a better life than being a soul.
Going to have to do some shopping upstairs pretty soon.
Пацаны зашли. Здравствуйте.
I have made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
I'm just here to talk.
We're interested in getting into the deep roads. Rumor has it you were a warden. Do you know a way?
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat. Poor Sir Pouncelot. He hated the deep roads.
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot in the deep roads?
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
So you came to Kirkwall just to escape the wardens?
You say that like it's a small thing. Yes. I'm here because there's no warden outpost, no darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And some reasons of my own.
Окей, конечно, с посохом ты, блядь, затеряешься тут, конечно, прям, ну ура.
I've always heard that joining the wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. the hopelessly tainted by the Darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the Archdemon parts, don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
Ой, я что-то забыл о них на самом деле.
I'm part of an expedition into the deep roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted deep roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested... Although... a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal?
Okay.
You help me, I'll help you.
Да, что за услуга?
Let's be more specific. I don't do anything involving children or animals.
I have a warden map of the depths in this area. But there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend. A mage. A prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
Ну, я не знаю, может, в будущем пройду.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
You want to make your friend an apostate?
That's such a weighted term. Yes, Andraste said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
Магам нужна свобода, да.
Forcing mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
That's not usually the response I get. Perhaps we will work together better than I expected.
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows. Then the letters stopped coming.
You've convinced me. What's your plan?
I welcome your aid. I have already sent word for Carl to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Join us there, and we'll ensure that no matter who is with him, we all walk away free.
Окей. Ладушки, ладушки. Так, а там чё? Изи.
Could I suggest that we never come here again?
Я гляну. Работорговец.
This is my territory.
Rather be free down here, I guess.
Так, а как у них улучшается броня, вообще не пойму. У моих спутников.
You there, Ferelden. I wish to speak with you. I've heard you have dealings with certain elements in the city. You can get things done on the sly, as they say.
That's a fancy way to put it.
I am a magistrate in this city, and as such, I wish to hire you for a small, albeit important job. A man I sentenced to a life in prison has escaped custody. He's been tracked to an abandoned ruin outside the city.
A request that should have been made of the guard.
Why is there such a clamor to catch this man? What has he done?
He's escaped. That's reason enough to catch him.
Is there anything else I need to know?
There is something, yes. There are creatures in the ruins. The guards I sent are ill-equipped to deal with such beasts.
Что за твари?
Do you know what manner of beasts they are?
I don't know what they look like. I've never seen one myself. The guards say these things have already torn through a full company of men.
Okay.
It'd be easier to seal up the entrance and let the beasts take care of him.
I believe in justice, Ferelden, not unbridled slaughter. I will not let prisoners be eaten just because I don't want to get my hands dirty.
I'm sure if you send in enough men this time, they'd do fine.
No. The more guards who know, the easier it is for this to get out. Those men gossip like old fishwives.
Okay, ладно.
I'll take the job.
Bring the fugitive in alive, quickly and quietly. Not only will you be well paid, you'll have the gratitude of a city magistrate. Useful for a refugee, wouldn't you agree?
Только мне кажется, тут не все так радужно, как он говорит. X.
By some definition of the term.
Так, сейчас вернусь
Do you
прям
ever
2
wonder what
минуты.
your life would have been like if you were still nobles?
Sunshine, nobility is just an expensive lifestyle. I've already got one of those.
Nobles have power too, and responsibilities.
Estates, servants, investments, mercenaries, assassins. We've still got all those things. It's sunnier here, and nobody calls me my lord. I think I can live with that.
X. Надо улучшить сейчас. Ой, не улучшить, а руну засунуть. Хотя нет, стоп, я не засуну руну, потому что это меч без ячеек.
No loitering.
Here you're having problems with the bone pit. I can help.
Finally someone comes to help me. You look a bit unseasoned, but I hope you'll do. I had to suspend operations. My workers are lost in the mines or have run off. Served me right for hiring Ferelden refugees. I sent others before, but no word. Perhaps they are putting me off. I need someone competent to figure out what is going on.
No проблема.
Your first mistake was naming your mine the Bone Pit.
The locals named the mine. Those fools say it's cursed. That is why I hire Fereldens. They may be dull-witted, but they're not superstitious.
Mind what you say about my countrymen.
I was not referring to you, of course. My workers are a particularly desperate sort. They're lucky to work for me. Few in Kirkwall will hire refugees.
Okay.
Surely the miners had good reason to leave.
I am at a loss. No miner has reported in, and no one takes me seriously.
The bone pit must be dangerous if people are afraid to venture there.
No, nothing like that. Pay no heed to local superstition. The bone pit is mostly harmless.
You said some of your workers are Ferelden.
Yes, all of them. An unruly lot.
Да, спасибо. Опять обозвал.
I'll head there soon.
The sooner the better. Each day the mine is not running costs me more than those miners make in a year.
Okay.
The bone pit is just outside the city. Any map will show it.
Ладушки.
Not here to sell today. Hey, guardsman. My shipment's late.
Так, тут мы все сделали. Так, тут что?
I don't make my guards fight gangs and dark corners, but if you'd like to help...
Сколько здесь народу-то? Деньги.
Are you Ansel?
Ah! Sweet mother of Parth. You can't just run up on someone like that. Are you the human Athenril told me about? The one looking for work?
Did you think I was going to attack you?
Oh, no. All right. Hope not. Anyhow, my apologies, human. I haven't been on the surface very long. I keep thinking I'll fall up into that sky any minute.
Bartrand used to be like that. Got jumpy every time he stepped outside.
What a bizarre thing to be scared of.
But I digress. I need some help. Rather badly, in fact. Some product of mine has been misplaced. The men who were supposed to deliver it decided not to. If you retrieve my property, I could reward you handsomely.
Что за имущество?
Just what did these men steal?
Did I say steal? I don't know if I would go that far. They seemed like perfectly reasonable smugglers. They smiled and everything. The goods are valuable, however, and illegal. And my client wants them very badly. You know how these Templars can be.
You're smuggling lyrium to the Templars?
Maker's breath. Between the Chantry, the Carta, and the Coterie.
By the Paragons, not so loudly.
Okay.
My word. I'm not cut out for this. I should have taken that job sweeping stables like Mother insisted.
Make it worth my time and I'll help you.
Oh, I will. Or I'll try to. The gentlemen conduct their business at night in a little hovel within the alienage. If you have to kill them, then I guess it can't be avoided. But I'm sure they'll be reasonable.
Окей, так, кошка встала. Посмотри, что он там делает. Что ты там копаешь? Благо не мимо насала. Уже хорошо.
We can't waste time, Hawk. Guardsman Donick is here
Да
somewhere.
иду я.
We must be getting close to the ambush. I'm not losing.
Yep.
Aveline? You're a beautiful sight.
Guardsman?
I mean, I was on patrol and they came out of nowhere. I took a few down, but there were too many at once. The captain said this route was supposed to be quiet.
The seal of the Viscount. Office details. City accounts.
Valuable to a guild of thieves.
A sacrificial delivery with one of our own. Captain Jevon will answer.
Exposing this kind of corruption could make the guards look weak.
Then we look weak. The others deserve better. This goes to the office of the Viscount. This will be known. The captain likes his thieves so much. Let's see if they welcome him in prison.
Okay.
The alien is complete.
Ой, а почему я до сюда тогда сразу не дошел? Не пойму. Сейчас дом, наверное, гигантский будет, как всегда. О. Или нет. Так, это ловушка. Или нет? Говорил же.
It's empty.
Waste of bloody time. Who put us up to this?
I guess we have no choice but to go back to Anso and tell him.
Ой, блин, что, зря сходили?
That's not the elf. Who is that?
It doesn't matter. We were told to kill whoever enters the house.
Ну и...
We should do something about that.
Изи. Да что такое?
I don't know who you are, friend, but you made a serious mistake coming here.
И что?
Lieutenant, I want everyone in the clearing, now!
Captain!
Your men are dead, and your trap has failed. I suggest running back to your master while you can.
You're going nowhere, slave.
I am not a slave. I apologize. When I asked Anso to provide a distraction for the hunters, I had no idea they'd be so numerous.
It appears we're unscathed.
Impressive. My name is Fenris. These men were Imperial bounty hunters, seeking to recover a Magister's lost property, namely myself. They were trying to lure me into the open. Crude as their methods were, I could not face them alone. Thankfully, Anso chose wisely.
Everything Anso said was a lie, then?
Not everything. Your employer was simply not who you believed.
If you couldn't fight them, why not just run?
There comes a time when you must stop running, when you turn and face the tiger.
Да, вполне.
That seems like a lot of effort to find one slave.
It is.
Does this have something to do with those markings?
Yes. I imagine I must look strange to you. I did not receive these markings by choice. Even so, they have served me well. Without them, I would still be a slave.
If they were really trying to recapture you, then I'm happy I helped.
I have met few in my travels who have sought anything more than personal gain. If I may ask, what was in the chest? The one they kept in the house?
Ничего.
It was empty.
I suppose it was too much to hope for. Even so, I had to know.
You're expecting something else?
I was, but I shouldn't have. It was bait, nothing more.
You didn't need to lie to get my help.
That remains to be seen. It's as I thought. My former master accompanied them to the city. I know you have questions, but I must confront him before he flees. I will need your help.
It sounds like you intend to do more than just talk.
Denarius wants to strip the flesh from my bones, and has sent so many hunters that I've lost count. And before that, he kept me on a leash like a Qunari mage, a personal pet to mock Qunari custom.
Okay.
So, yes, I intend to do more than just talk.
You lured me into a trap, and now you want my help.
If Anso had told you to divert an ambush of Tevinter bounty hunters, would you have done it?
It should have been my decision.
Had I known of you earlier, I might have asked you personally.
Okay.
I had only
Ладно,
Anso to
помогу,
rely
конечно,
on, I
помогу,
fear.
чё?
I'm not lying to you now. Please, help me do this.
If it means fighting more slavers, I'll help you.
I will find a way to repay you. I swear it. The Magister is staying at a mansion in Hightown. Meet me there as soon as you can. We must enter before morning.
Окей. Так, здесь я все сделал. Да что ж такое? Квесты щелкаю как семечки прям. Да е-мое.
These streets should be safe at night. Care to help out with that?
I can do that.
Окей. Угу. Тут тоже все. Кунари.
It is dark. Go away, Bazram Nashidan.
Понял. Грубо и обидно. Потому что он меня обозвал, по-моему. Стражник притворства. Отлично. О, вихрь классная вещь. А, нет, это основной квестик. Наверное, вот тот сделаю, и я спать, наверное, пойду.
No one has left the mansion, but I've heard nothing within. Denarius may know we're here. I wouldn't put it past him.
I could stand to know a little more about this Denarius.
He is a magister of the Tevinter Imperium.
Oh, is that all? Nothing to worry about, then.
There, he is a wealthy mage with great influence. Here, he is but a man who sweats like any other when death comes for him.
He may have prepared some magical defenses.
They will not keep me from him.
Окей. А, его обязательно, да? Тогда вот так.
I am not afraid of you, Denarius.
Окей.
Another falls!
He sends spirit. To do his fighting for him.
Denarius, can you hear me? Your pets cannot stop us.
Закрыто. Закрыто. Сколько? Да что ты будешь делать-то? Это он явно наверху. Главный злодей. Как обычно, сундук мы, конечно же, не откроем.
That should do it.
Gone. I'd hoped... No, it doesn't matter any longer. I assumed Denarius left valuables behind. Take them if you wish. I need some air.
Можешь пойти со мной, чё ты? Скорее всего, он так и сделает.
It never ends. I escaped a land of dark magic, only to have it hunt me at every turn. It is a plague burned into my flesh and my soul. And now I find myself in the company of even more mages.
You can speak to me directly.
I saw you casting spells inside. I should have realized sooner what you really were. You harbor a viper in your midst. It will turn on you and strike when you least expect. That is in its nature.
My sister is stronger than you think.
You tell him, brother.
I'm not blind. I know magic has its uses, and there are undoubtedly mages with good intentions. But even the best-intentioned mage can fall prey to temptation. And then their power is a curse to inflict upon others.
No one's stopping you from moving on, you know.
I imagine I appear ungrateful. If so, I apologize, for nothing could be further from the truth. I did not find Denarius, but I still owe you a debt. Here is all the coin I have, as Anso promised.
Okay.
Should you find yourself in need of assistance, I would gladly render it.
Are you going to have a problem with my companions?
I will watch them carefully if we travel together. I can promise no more.
Your old master must want something more than just a runaway slave.
He doesn't want me at all, just the markings on my skin. They are lyrium, burned into my flesh to provide the power that Daenerys required of his pet. And now, he wishes his precious investment returned, even if he must rip it from my corpse.
Так, вот это я не тыкаю. Это потому что любовная линия, а мы как бы натуралы.
Perhaps you can find a way to pay him back.
I will pay him back. In blood. You have no idea what he's done to me. What I went through just to get away.
I think I'm beginning to get the picture.
That was unworthy of me. The truth is, I know nothing of the ritual that placed these markings on me. It was Daenerys' choice, one he now regrets.
I've seen some of your abilities. Do they come from those markings?
Some. All I know is that even in the Imperium, warriors such as myself are rare. Perhaps they believe I should feel honored.
Do you think your master will keep chasing you?
He is too proud not to. Perhaps one day the hunt will cost him more than he is willing to pay. But I doubt that matters any longer.
Okay.
I'm planning an expedition I might need help with.
Fair enough. Should you ever have need of me, I will be here. If Daenerys wishes his mansion back, he is free to return and claim it. Beyond that, I am at your disposal.
Окей. Пусть будет. Так, ну в принципе, я думаю, на этом моменте все. Икс. Я хотел. Сейчас до дома надо дойти, попробовать переодеть, что ли, его. А так-то вообще всем спасибо, кто был, кто мимо проходил. Всем спокойной ночи и хорошего вечера. Всех поднял, обнял и надеюсь до завтра.